Hi everyone, I'm here with your 322 video. It's called Where Does It Land? Locating Negative Numbers. Please follow along as I read the introduction. In the last lesson, you looked at how a frog could hop in different directions along a number line. Sometimes it could either end up on the other opposite side of zero, and other times end up in the same place after a series of hops. In this lesson, you will also develop an understanding of greater than or less than when working with negative numbers. You will also work at getting the frog to land between integers on a number line. So we're going to start with problem 3-100. Problem 3-100 says, each expression below could represent the hops of a frog on a number line. Draw a number line on your paper and use it to find the answer. Be ready to share your strategy. You may want to explore your ideas using the 3-100 Student E tool CPM. Move the colored dots to help you keep track of your ideas. So for problem 3-100, you're going to draw out a number line, and then you are going to do parts A, B, C, D, and E. And then you're going to write your final answer for each one of these, and then we are going to talk about these in class. So go ahead and pause the video now and answer all of 3-100. Okay, if you're back with me, that means you have answered problem 3-100, and we will save that to go over in class. Now we're going to move on to problem 3-102. In one frog jumping contest, a frog named Mihop started at 0, hopped 7 feet to the right, and then hopped 4 feet to the left. Meanwhile, Mr. Toad also started at 0, hopped 8 feet to the left, and then hopped 1 foot to the right. Write expressions to represent these hops for each frog. So I'm going to help you. Well, you're going to pause the video, and you are going to write the expressions, and then we are going to check them. Okay, if you're back with me, that means you have written the expressions for part A of problem 3-102. So Mihop started at 0, hopped 7 to the right, so plus 7, then hopped 4 feet to the left, minus 4. Or you did not need to put the 0, and you could have just had 7 minus 4. Mr. Toad started at 0, hopped 8 feet to the left, so minus 8, and hopped 1 foot to the right, so plus 1. Or you could have had negative 8 plus 1. You did not need the zeros there. And if you weren't sure, you could draw that out on a number line. That's perfectly okay too. Part B says, which frog is farther ahead? That is more to the right on the number line. Explain. Use an inequality to record your answer. So go ahead and pause the video and answer part B. Okay, if you are back with me, you have answered part B. So the first important thing that you need to do on part B is figure out where each of the frogs landed. Well, 7 minus 4, Mihop would have landed on 3. Mr. Toad, you can't see that, would have landed at negative 7. Okay, and if we weren't sure, let's draw our two number lines. And here's 0, 1. So we started at 0, which you don't even need to do that. So you could just start at 7. Okay, but started at 0, 7 hops to the right, 4 hops to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. You would land at 3 for Mihop. For Mr. Toad, we started at 0, 8 hops to the right, and then 8 hops to the left and 1 hop to the right would put us back at -7. So now you need to determine which is greater, 3 or -7. Well, look at the number line. 3 is on the positives, -7 is on the negatives. So 3 is greater than -7, and that is your inequality. If you flip over to 3.103, it says, in each of the 4 contests below, 2 frogs are hopping. The 2 numbers given in each part show the frog's final landing points. In each contest, which frog is further ahead? This question is another way of asking which frog is at a larger number. Write an inequality statement using less than or greater than to record your answer. So you are going to do parts A, B, C, and D for this problem, and we are going to save it to go over it in class. So this is the end of your video. Make sure when you are done, you done watching it, you finish problem 3.103, and then we will save this to go over in class. As always, if you have any questions, please email me.